Expand your Grammy knowledge base with Opie and Anthony.
Moving right along. Opie, Anthony, Jim Norton, and now Judah Friedlander.
What's up, guys?
From 30 Rock. One of the only shows I watch on TV.
What are the other ones, man?
Not The Office.
Yeah?
I watch dumb stuff. I've
been watching Sober House.
Sober House rules.
Yeah, and I've been watching Confessions of a Teen Idol.
That rules, too.
Those are my
reality,
two shows.
dude.
No, but that's it. Those are my only two shows that I've been watching.
I mean, Confessions of a Teen Idol, not even really worth talking about on the show for the most part, but I'd take a peek.
Yeah.
They're nuts.
But Sober House.
Sober House rules.
Steve Adler, man.
Who knew? I mean, you heard the stories over the years, but you didn't realize how bad it was for the guy.
It's good to see it.
Having strokes because he can't stay away from
I think
the
he's
drugs.
had 2 strokes.
Jesus.
And then he goes to Sober House. The first night, he's doing
heroin.
He's doing heroin every hour. He didn't just go off and sneak a little bit. He had to go off every hour and get his fix.
When you're doing heroin on a reality show, that's like, you can't even not do it for that long. Where it's like,
and it's a reality show where you're not supposed to be doing heroin.
Right?
It's not just any old reality show.
It's called Sober House. Wow.
And they're in the middle of a barbecue, and he's like, "Anyone need water? I need water." And everyone's like, "Water?
Nobody needs water."
So he's
barbecue.
So he's going
put his hand up.
I like when he couldn't find his room. He was like walking around the house for like 30 minutes. He couldn't find his room.
Oh, yeah, stumbling about.
Yeah.
And he's asking the cameraman,
Where's my room? Where's my room?
He couldn't even figure out that it was upstairs. Like, he couldn't even start there. Like, I know my room is somewhere upstairs.
He was standing in front of the stairs.
Like, trying to figure it out.
The stairs.
Right.
Here's why that show is phony. You want to help somebody get sober? If they relapse or they're using, you don't give them camera time.
I agree with you. Yeah. It's a complete violation, I think, of helping Steven Adler, but I think it's important for people to see what someone, messed up is like, instead of just in your after-school special version, which you usually get in TV or the movies.
I hate to trash him because he's a good guy. I met him a few times, but Dr. Drew as a therapist sucks. He sucks as a doctor, but he could make a fine reality show.
Hey,
did you see Celebrity Rehab?
I've seen. I saw that in bits and pieces.
And what's his name? Who had that one-hit song? Dr. Drew gets a phone call that he's on a roof and he's acting crazy.
Who was it? I didn't see that.
I forget the guy that had the one dumb song.
Tommy Two-Tone?
Yeah, the 867 guy.
The guy
from Jaxie's Midnight Runners?
Yeah, Jaxie. It's in his suspenders.
He was on the first...
Rico Suave.
He was on the first season of Celebrity Rehab.
Okay.
They're filming the second one, but Dr. Drew gets the call that he's just acting crazy on a roof. So what does Dr. Drew do? He gets the camera crew and runs over to get some fine video.
I bet he could have gotten over there quicker without the camera to really help.
But going with what Jimmy said, if you're a real therapist and really care about these people, you're not bringing the effing, camera crew.
Is it Rico Suave?
No, it wasn't Rico.
Rico.
Had a one-hit wonder.
He did that dumb...
Sinatra. No, he had more than one hit.
Was it the Come Come My Lady, that song?
I don't know.
Someone help me out. Who knows that
I don't
crap?
know music.
Was it rap or rock?
Falco?
No, it's a relatively recent song within the last, 5 or 6 years.
Michael Jackson?
Here's the answer. Sam knows.
Sam's got to know it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of skinny, mulatto-looking pedophiles. Hi, Sam.
Shifty from Crazy Town.
Crazy Town, right.
I don't even know that song.
Yeah.
Shifty.
The other thing with Steven Adler was when he was trying to figure out what the doorknob does. He's just staring at it, trying to figure out.
Opens a door.
He couldn't figure out what the doorknob did as far as a door goes.
Yeah.
But
no, I think on a certain level, it's manipulative and completely wrong. But on a certain level, I think it's for people that haven't done drugs and stuff or haven't known people that have. I think it's good.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it looks like a lot of fun.
It does.
Not with Adler.
I go the other way.
Fun to
It looks like a lot
Not
of
with
fun.
Adler.
It looks like you're handicapped.
It doesn't look fun
like
with
fun.
Adler.
He looks retarded, though, so it could be anything.
He's speaking English, and they still have to put up subtitles for everything he says.
That's like Frost 48. Same thing.
Butterfly.
Got to put up subtitles whenever they're interviewing somebody that's been arrested. I was like, I have no idea what this guy's saying.
And they put the subtitles for the cops, too, just so it doesn't look too bad.
So it doesn't look like they're just... Yeah. You can completely hear what the cop's saying. Well, we found the body outside of your house, and it's being written on the bottom. And the guy's like, I don't know what's getting balls.
I think that's not cool. They should only subtitle it if you can't hear the dude.
Oh, really?
No PC subtitling. Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed you're not wearing your hat with, like, the funny saying on it.
Yeah, I have it here later. I'm going to tape some stuff later.
You got the winter hat on today.
Yeah, I'm ready for the outdoors.
And that's why I forgot who you were in The Wrestler, because you didn't have the hat, and you didn't have the glasses, and you had, like, a big beard.
Yeah, I grew that beard about 3 months, yeah.
Did they ask you to grow it, or you wanted to just sit down?
I wanted to, and they wanted me not to look like I normally do, and I felt I shouldn't. I should, because the movie was going for real documentary feel, so I didn't want anyone to possibly, recognize me in it, so I want to be different.
You pop up everywhere, though. And
I wanted to make it, authentic, and that, I think the look that I got, I'm a big wrestling fan, and I also did a lot of research. This one wrestler from ECW, the Blue Meanie, I did a lot of research with him. I talked with him a lot, and I want to get the look right and everything. So
here's how good Judah's doing in his career. This is how you know someone is doing a lot of legitimate acting work. He did a movie with Mickey Rourke, and he goes, I just didn't want to be recognized. Yeah. That's how you know a guy is really successful.
I tell you, though, when we were filming it, people weren't recognizing Rourke. I mean, now people are so used to seeing the clips, but when footage first came up of him in it, they're like, that's Mickey Rourke? Because the hair and everything, but it was great working with him, man. That guy was awesome.
Is he a cool dude?
Yeah, it was really weird, man. It was because I could never tell if he was like fully in character or not, but I think he's the best physical actor I've ever worked with.
Wow.
Like, I have one quick scene at the beginning of the movie. It's the first shot of the movie where he's just sitting in looks like an elementary school room, and his back's to the camera. You don't see his face, and then I walk in, you don't see my face, and I just pay him his money, like a small amount of money. And just that scene, it's like, you just see his back, and he was still interesting. Mm-hmm. Just looking at his back, and I'm like, wow, this guy's a great actor. You just see his back, and he's like, and he's blowing me off the screen, and it's his back.
I lose people's interest when it's my face, and I'm in a tuxedo holding sparklers.
So it was great, man. It was a trip. It was like being in a documentary, because it was like, like I remember one time we tripped over the lines a little bit, and the director's like, no, that's great, because they're just going for natural.
People would trip
dialogue.
over their lines like
right.
that.
It's not like other shows you work on where you're supposed to hit your mark, nail your line. It's like none of that. It was just like totally loose and low key. Yeah.
Was he nice to you? Sorry.
Yeah, he was. It was weird, because sometimes we're filming. We were doing this one scene, and I thought we were like, like old buddies in it, but he was kind of being like mean to me in the scene, and then I'm like, all right, maybe we're not old buddies in the movie, maybe we're nemesis. I don't know, so it was kind of weird. And then on a break at the end of the day, I tell him, I'm a huge fan of his. I just like to get a picture with him. You know the deal, Jim.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So, and he was like, "Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, let's take a photo." So he was just kind of like, I think, just so in the moment, when we were filming this stuff. But then on the breaks, he was awesome.
Now, would you want a guy like that, like you're doing a scene with him? Would you think to say to him, hey, look, what's our relationship here? Because obviously, what he wants it to be is what it's going to be.
Well, I took all my cues from Darren Aronofsky, the director, because he was actually keeping Mickey was actually off with him beforehand, and then Darren would come up to me, and then he would tell me what it is we're going to do, and then he'd say, like, Mickey might he might make up some dialogue, throw some stuff at you, just go with it. And I was like, awesome. That's the way. I hate memorizing lines. I would love to improvise a scene every time, See,
Jimmy, the director is who tells the actor, what the relationship would be and things like that, and how they should act. He wouldn't just go to Mickey Rourke and say, hey, how am I supposed to act with you?
Well, no. But I mean, if Mickey is, like you said, like you thought he was going to be one way to you.
Right, that's just the way I interpreted the script, but I think, he had a different read on it.
Oh, backpedaling Jimmy.
Oh, I'm not. I'm saying, but wouldn't you say to Mickey?
Teasing. I love Jimmy.
When I do an acting gig.
Yes.
No, I would have said.
Well, when you first meet Mickey, he's he's a very intimidating, when you haven't, or if you've just met him,
I would gather,
and so I wasn't going to be like, hey, let's do this or try this or what do you think? I'm like, you know what, just go in there, be natural, do your thing, and it'll flesh itself out, you know. So
they said he really got into the role and possibly did steroids. I know I'm not going to get anywhere with this, but
it's probably possible. Yeah,
probably possible.
They're strongly suggesting that he, went into the role big time.
Yeah,
and was doing what some of the old school wrestlers used to do.
Hey, I did steroids for the role. And I was just a wrestling promoter. So, I was pretty jacked. That's why I wore a really baggy hockey shirt.
Hey, someone has a question about one of your hats.
Sure. Okay.
Let's say hi to this. I don't know your name, sir. It's not on the screen. You got a question for Judah?
Yeah, this is Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Good evening.
Hey.
Anyway, now I had a question about one of the hats he wore on 30 Rock. I read somewhere it was like a line from Roadhouse or something like that. I know Ant's a big Roadhouse fan.
Okay. Yeah, all right. On one episode, I wore two hats that were both Roadhouse references. One hat said, right boot, and the other hat said, got it.
Yes.
One of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Blade.
Yeah, yes.
The blade at the tip of the boot.
One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when Patrick Swayze's already been hired at the bar, and he's got his new bouncer staff with him. They're at the bar. He's at the bar with his bouncers, literally like 50 feet away, 100 people on the dance floor. The bad guys walk in, and somehow Swayze's able to see their feet. Yeah. And they cut to a close-up of the guy's boot, and a knife pops out of the tip. And somehow Swayze is able to see this from like 50 feet away, all these dancers, and then he just leans over to one of his bouncer guys and goes, right boot. And the guy goes, got it.
Got it.
So that's one of my favorite ridiculous, cheesy lines in that movie. So that was like a tribute to Roadhouse.
First of all, how could you even say that? How could he say it? He was brought in because he's the best bouncer in the country.
That's true.
They brought him in just for that purpose.
Yeah.
He was the best.
He is Dalton with a degree in philosophy from NYU.
Yes,
that's true.
And he practices like kung fu out in the setting sun.
Ew, is that what he did in that movie?
Oh, yeah.
It is the best. I will never
It's one of the
miss Roadhouse.
top trashy movies of all time.
But
I will never miss Roadhouse if it's on. You have to watch it.
I never saw the whole thing.
But you got to see it, and you got to see it unedited because there's lots of swearing, lots of nudity. It's one of those movies you're watching, and you're like, I can't believe they're doing this.
Yeah.
And as you're saying that, you see something that just topped what you were just talking about.
Horrible.
In douchey?
When Dalton walks in and just starts firing people.
Yeah.
I love that scene where he's just firing people because he's Dalton.
Yeah, he's Dalton.
He's the best. The owner of the place is just like, hey, it's Dalton.
And Kelly Lynch is the doctor wearing a miniskirt on the job, and Ben Gazzara's great in it.
Yeah.
It's an awesome movie.
What year is that? That's
It's got to be late 80s, I'm guessing. I would guess around 89 or so.
I got to see that again.
Swayze.
Directed by Rowdy Harrington, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
And why is that important?
I don't know. The guy's using Rowdy as his first name. So.
And then what's his name?
It's classic.
The blind guitar player there.
Jeff Healy.
Jeff Healy's in it. He's got a big part in it. He's the house band every night. Every night.
And he's in one of those cages.
Yeah, with the chicken
and they're always
wire.
throwing beer bottles at him.
Of course.
Even though everyone likes him. Like he's having killer sets every night, yet they're still throwing beer bottles at him.
They're showing the love.
Yeah.
And he knows when Patrick Swayze, he knows when Dalton's near him. I don't know how. I guess he could smell him or something.
Yeah. And then there's Sam Elliott, who's amazing in the movie.
Oh, fantastic. His death scene.
Pulls up and he's like, the place is called the Double Deuce.
Double Deuce.
But he calls it the, can I say it?
Yeah.
He goes like, the Double Douche. It's an awesome movie, man.
Beef. It's what's for dinner.
We have to see this today.
Oh, you got
It's been
it.
way too long.
It's fantastic.
There's the answer to the question, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And people picked up
One
on that.
person on the 30 Rock crew knew what I was doing.
Really?
Yeah. The sound guy.
I got that in a second. It's like
Griffin.
it's a great, horrid movie. I was saying before, you'd pop up in so much stuff that
I'm trying, man.
Like, you know what it is though? No, even old stuff. Like I'll be watching stuff. Where the hell was I watching? Oh, Meet the Parents.
That was my first. That was like my first movie.
You had one of the funniest goddamn scenes in that movie.
Oh, thanks, man.
What scene?
Retarded.
I made up that line too.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's brilliant when he goes in to buy the nice bottle of champagne.
Right.
And it's like, we got mums.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I wanted to spend like $100, and I'm like, you can get a whole bunch of mums.
You get a whole bunch of mums.
But yeah, that was fun. We pretty much improvised that, and then we just kept going and going and going. And originally, it was like really long.
Yeah.
'Cause in the script, it was just like a line, and then we just kept improvising, just stretch and stretch. I just kept playing it really stupid. And,
The thing is, you're completely sincere, but you can get a lot of, why would you get the expensive bottle when you can just get a lot of mums?
Yeah. And so the improvising, he'd be like, what aisle is that in? I'd be like, oh, I think that's over in aisle 6. And then he starts walking. I'm like, oh, no, I think it's in 4. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're sold out of that. So he was like running around all over the place. So, yeah, it was fun.
That was like your first...
That was, I mean, I did an indie that never got released, but that was my first movie that got released. Yeah.
That's a good place to start, huh?
Yeah, because it's just those like little scenes that you'll pop up in movies that came out, a few years ago. And it's like, hey, it's Judah.
Yeah, I did a few Ben Stiller movies, and my parts kept getting smaller and smaller. That was actually the biggest role I've had. Yeah.
He's probably a little jealous.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know. Who knows? I'm just trying to pump you up a little, Judah. Why don't you just go with it?
I don't know.
Hey, you were in a movie I want to see, I haven't seen yet. Just tell me flat out if it was good or not. Chapter 27 about Mark David Chapman. I saw them filming.
I'll give you
that movie.
That's right,
it was in my neighborhood.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 reviews.
Okay.
And, some people think it's awesome, and it's a very moody, very slow movie.
Right.
And some people think it's just too slow, not enough going on.
Right. And Leslie Lohan's in that?
A little bit
As a fan or something. And,
yeah.
And
it's almost all Jared Leto, and he's really good at it.
And Jared Leto gained like 70, 80 pounds for the role or something.
Yeah, well, that was the thing.
He looked just like Mark David.
He was supposed to be the fat guy.
That's weird.
And I'm in the movie, so I had to lose weight to try to make him look...
Right.
Because I was like the same size as him when he put on 60 pounds. So I lost about 15 pounds to try to make him look bigger. So I wouldn't be the fat guy.
And man, they were
still close.
They were brave because they were filming right outside the Dakota.
Yeah.
And Jared Leto's walking around. There's a picture of him right now. We can maybe put it up on onaradio.com. Looks exactly Mark David Chapman.
He was great, man.
And the people that live in the Dakota now would just yell and scream.
Well, one person would blare their radio every time we started and shine lights out every time we started.
And there were
filming.
protests. It was like,
shut up, you dummies.
Yeah, it took balls to try to film outside.
Yeah, they were just saying it's wrong to make a movie about.
Yeah, of course.
Killer,
St. John? Just stop it.
I mean, the movie wasn't glamorizing the guy at all.
Yeah, they were disrupting the production at every chance they got.
So how did they actually do it with the radio?
Well, I told one of the ADs, I'm like, because he would always go, and action. I'm like, stop calling action. Yeah. I'm like,
it's like a lieutenant wearing the bars on his helmet.
I'm like, why don't you come up to us and just and don't say action and just give us a hand signal or just whisper to us that all right, we're going to roll now, and then you start rolling, and at the end you can say cut. Don't cue them.
And everybody.
and he didn't listen to me. And then I told Leto that, and he goes, oh, that's actually a good idea.
Good idea.
And then he told the director, and then they started doing that.
Who was the ass blasting the radio?
It was someone who lived in the building.
Man.
But I'll say this:
probably Yoko.
The production designer of the movie was great because we filmed on that block of the Dakota, but all the stuff that takes place in that sort of entranceway to the Dakota, that was filmed on a soundstage because they would let us film right in front of the Dakota, but they wouldn't let us film on their property
or right the actual spot where
so you build
got shot.
So they built us, and it looked like the way it cuts, you can't really tell.
So the Dakota actually wouldn't let you do their thing, but the city allowed you to rent the space, or allowed them to rent the space, or how that works?
I don't know the details of that. Maybe the Dakota said you can film in front of our building, but not inside.
I don't think they had. I don't know. I don't think they had a choice. We learned from Anthony. It's government property.
Government property. Oh. That's what you said as a kid.
Right.
You taunt your enemy from the curb, and you go, "Get off my property." You go, "Government's property. Government property." For some reason,
I don't think the Dakota agreed to that.
You knew the government. All the regulations as per what was government property.
Zoning laws.
Yeah, zoning laws, all kinds of stuff like that. You're on my grass, government property.
I like that.
Yeah, it worked well as a
But
kid.
Leto was great in that, and he was in character all the time.
Oh,
so it was weird. And so in between takes, I would just rip on him, man. It was like, hanging out with the real guy and just being able to just tear him down and destroy him. So it was kind of great.
Wow, it probably helped him.
To be like, wow, so you're married, but your wife, she's in Hawaii. She didn't come with you, huh? What's up with that? Just,
And he would go with it?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I mean, I wish they filmed that stuff, because that was just bizarre.
Yeah.
It was really trippy. I taught twice on the movie after he finished filming, and then once on a break when we wrapped for the day. He was talking as Jared Leto. The other time he was always in character.
That's weird.
But as an actor, I liked it, because it keeps. Sometimes if you keep going in and out, especially if you're playing someone who's so different than you, it's actually harder than just staying in it.
But is it embarrassing? I would be, again, I'm not obviously not a real actor like that, but is it embarrassing for a guy to stay in character and everyone's like, it's Jared, but he's pretending to be someone else?
I think some of the crew felt that way, but I think it's fine, man.
He didn't care if they felt that way.
Oh, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't care about what anyone thought. I mean, he was just into his thing. And I thought he was excellent in the movie.
You hear the Christian Bale audio?
Oh, that was awesome.
Isn't that fantastic?
That was awesome. I don't know if he's right or not, but
that's what I said.
Just hearing the venting is awesome.
Who cares if he's right or not? I love it.
Yeah.
Why do we love hearing someone so angry?
And I think he was yelling at the
DP,
like a major person in the movie, not like.
It wasn't some grip or something.
Yeah.
He's yelling at the director of photography.
He's probably yelling at an Oscar winner.
But that Christian Bale was right when he said it was the second time the guy had walked on. He's doing a scene, and this dummy is just bumbling into his sight line behind Bryce Howard.
Yeah, can throw you. Yeah,
good for him.
Bale's a great actor, man.
Yeah,
until he's in Batman, then he sucks.
We got to take a break. We could continue. Judah Friedlander playing comics here in New York, February 13th and 14th. 212-524-2500 for tickets to see Judah Friedlander. All right?
Yeah, man.
Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony, one of our pals, stopped by to say hi. Judah Friedlander. He's in The Wrestler. He's on 30 Rock, which is one of the only sitcoms I watch. And then I watch the reality shows like Judah. I just threw your plug away. Comics, February.
Yeah, comics. Valentine's Day weekend, February 13th and 14th. I don't know the number. It's comicsny.com.
But you got to spell comics with the X.
With the X, right. I keep forgetting that.
COMIXNY.com. 212-524-2500 for tickets to see Judah. And just before we went on air, Judah said, did you see 88 Minutes? And it's so bad that it's good. And we like talking about these movies that are so bad they're good. I haven't seen 88 Minutes yet, though.
It's the same piece of crap director who's the guy who did
Righteous Kill.
He is terrible.
Yeah.
What a hack.
88 minutes is how long it takes to adjust my wig so it looks just right. Yeah. What happened? We talked about this before. What happened to, like, the Pacino that used to talk like that?
That was the 70s Pacino.
70s Pacino,
70s, early 80s Pacino, yeah. The pre-Scarface Pacino.
We have people on the papers. What if it's a bad cop? A dirty cop? And then it's like, yeah! Look, but don't touch! Touch, but don't taste! Who is this guy?
What movie did it start in, though? Scent of a Woman?
No, Sea of Love.
Sea of Love.
Sea of Love it started?
Yeah, that's where he started.
It wasn't as big, though, in that. That was the first.
It's where he started.
Yeah.
It's from smoking and screaming in so many different takes.
Yeah!
I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe it was Arthur.
I was just goddamn with Horowitz from Bad Boys. He was in that, too.
That's right. That's one of my kids.
Yeah. He was taller than me. I had to wear little lips.
Yeah, they had to put him in a trench.
I was an author because I stood on my books.
What's so good about 88 Minutes?
Well, first of all, the movie's longer than 88 minutes. I think it was kind of billed as it happens in like real time. And he keeps getting these phone calls saying, we're going to kill you in 88 minutes, but 2 minutes later, they try to kill him.
Yeah.
And then they call him back and they say, you now have 75 minutes to live. And then they try to kill him again.
Wait, but you're trying to kill me all the time.
And it's weird because he looks like he walked right off the set of Carlito's Way onto this. And he's playing a college professor who's a psychiatric forensic psychiatrist, and he supposedly did testimony that put away Dahmer, Gacy, and Bundy. It's like, really? This one guy put away all those guys? We're supposed to believe that? Couldn't you have just said one? It's like, we get it. He's good at his job.
Overkill, because he's fantastic.
And he's a college professor, so he doesn't dress like a college professor. Like I said, he looks just like he did in Carlito's Way. And they go to his apartment, and it's like this multi-million-dollar apartment. He's driving a Porsche. He's got hot young chicks all over him all the time. So it's almost like they're trying to kill Al Pacino, not like the character. It was just like they're trying to kill Al Pacino for some reason. And I didn't know Al Pacino was a forensic psychiatrist.
Yeah, it was actually Al Pacino that put all those guys away.
Al Pacino put away Ted Bundy.
That is a great, horrible movie if you want to watch that one.
It's worth it.
I saw it in the theater on a date. We were obsessed with the movie. I'm like, we got to go see 88 Minutes, and it wasn't playing anywhere. And we finally found it on 42nd Street. We went, and it was as atrocious as I knew it would be.
Of course.
Can't you see a frame up? Yes, as an audience member, I feel like I've been put through one.
It's weird because it actually has a lot of good actors in it, but it's such a terrible movie.
Bomb.
Yeah. And
the end is just so ludicrous.
The serial killer guy, when Pacino's given the testimony in the court, as Pacino walks by, he goes, "Tick-tock, Doc," to like scare him. And it's like never scary. And they say that about 30 times in the movie.
Yeah.
Al Pacino probably gets 88 cell phone calls in the movie. Every scene is just, hello, and he's never scared that they're going to kill him or anything. Yeah.
He's a professor.
It's pretty great.
Does he address the fact that he has a wig that's 14 tones lighter than the rest of his hair?
I don't know what's going on with his hair, but his hair is not only different in every scene, it's different within every shot within each scene. It's going in every different. It's unbelievable.
A life of its own. Yeah.
It's pretty
88
amazing.
wigs. That's how many I wore.
Was that the wig from 88 Minutes right there?
Yeah, look
That's
at
the
his
one?
wig.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
That's ridiculous.
He should put that on his head to be ironic in a sketch.
And then there was that movie where he played the Insomniac. Was it called Insomniac?
That was with Robin Williams.
Yeah, with Robin Williams. I just
that could have been a good movie.
The other day.
Almost as good.
At that point in his career, he had a fingernail fungus.
Yeah.
That was going on where his nails were like thick black.
And you see it in the movie?
Yeah. I was like, what the hell? Rewind that.
It wasn't
like,
nail polish. He wasn't trying to be.
If it was nail polish, it would have some kind of uniformity to it. It looked like
that's him doing all that blow in Scarface.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah, how to get into character. It's caused by wig glue.
Look at the picture.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, he's got like.
We'll pop that up on O&A Radio.
And his thumbs looked worse than his fingers do. So I have no idea what was going on.
It is the wig glue. It's from itching my head and getting wig glue under my nails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Al Pacino, but that movie is so bad. Another one I liked that was terrible was what was it? It was with the Matthew McConaughey, Two for the Money.
Ugh.
Where he runs it's about sports gambling.
Right.
And the movie's so bad because they obviously couldn't get the rights. It was all about football gambling, but they couldn't get the rights to any NFL footage. So the whole movie is just shots of the guys cheering, going, yeah, catch it. Oh, he dropped
they
it.
couldn't show any
There's
footage
literally
of the
like
game.
15 seconds of football footage throughout the entire movie. And the whole movie is
about football.
Yeah. It's so bad.
That's great. One of our favorites is Twister. I was telling you during the break, Twister, when it came out, blockbuster, like a brilliant piece of filmmaking. Oh, that's a stretch, obviously, but
yeah,
now you go
like
back.
A breakthrough effects.
Yeah,
terrible
effects.
movie.
But now you go back, and it is so bad. It's great to watch.
It's like, they're extreme. Man.
Category 4.
Yeah, let's go, dude. We're in it, man. Let's see a funnel, man. And they're driving right towards it, and look out.
There's no way you can drive towards a tornado. It physically can't happen.
Just stop.
What were they trying to prove?
And then they were trying to put Dorothy.
Yeah, I know.
See,
all that,
the thing.
Why were they chasing these things?
What was
just to film?
Because the one, what's her name? Helen Hunt's character.
Helen Hunt
lost her family, or
her father got sucked up in a Category 5 or whatever it's called.
No more cheesy.
So when you be done with tornadoes?
It
at that
was
point?
so bad.
Why would you chase them?
It was she's chasing the tornadoes, And then they're trying to get these sensors up into the tornado, an F5, yeah.
That's right.
Into the tornado to, like, get some computer readout. And any idiot can look at this and go, first of all, why do you have it in this container that you have to take off the back of a truck and place in the path of the tornado and just scatter these sensors around on the ground and let the tornado pick it up. But they got to drive it, like, right into the tornado.
Turn him off.
But we hope to change all that with a system that I have devised.
God, he sucks.
No, shut up!
Turn him off. Sure. What a wiener.
He really is in love with himself. I thought it was just a summer thing.
Dude, he's gonna rue the day. He's gonna rue the day he came up against the extreme, baby.
The extreme.
Amen, man. Bill, I'm talking imminent ruage. Imminent ruage.
Douche
I
chills.
was just wondering why do you call Billy the extreme?
Because Billy is the extreme. Bill's the most out of control.
What happened to the, that's the discussion where they get into the F4.
Yeah.
The F1, F2, F3, F4, and then the dumb, soon-to-be, wife, that he winds up, getting rid of, goes, is there an F5? What's an F5? And you just hear like like everyone drops their stuff, and it's the slow thing. And one guy has to, oh, you got it?
Like there's a strong F2, F3 maybe.
Bet we see some F4s today.
That'd be sweet.
4 is good. 4 will relocate your house fairly efficiently.
Is there an F5?
The silverware.
What would that be like?
Finger of God.
The finger of God. Why don't you take the finger of God and stick it
None of
firmly?
you have ever seen an F5?
Just one of us.
Music.
Oh, I was wishing an F5 came tearing through my house during that part. It would have done less damage.
Is there an F5? No, it ends at 4.
No, F4. That's it. Let's go.
Sorry.
What if one guy, they say, is there an F5? Yeah, but it's much worse.
Yeah. No, they had to drop their silverware and just sit there and go, finger of God.
Yeah, we got other clips, but you get the idea.
That'd be a great answer if they said, what did Karen Carpenter jam down her throat night after night? Topical joke, Jim.
Yeah, right? You pick an anorexic from the 70s.
I remember Twister had a good trailer. It was just like
people were
a
like
cow flying and like hitting the camera or something like that.
We got debris. We got cow.
Yeah, it should be called Debris.
Debris. That'd be good. And then they had the big oil truck or a fuel truck comes flying into them.
Right.
Like the trailer looked good. It made you go, oh yeah, I'd see that. But then all these like young grunge guys that are just too cool and extreme. They're so extreme. And then you have the corporate sponsored guys in the black SUVs, and they're the stuck up, oh, they're sponsored and they got money. We're just extreme and we have like a 6 cents tornadoes, man. We don't even need the equipment, man. It's like they're at the drive-in. It's like a hurricane. A tornado's heading this way. And Bill Paxton goes, it's already here. And then, of course, the movie screen starts getting taken away. And I was pissed because The Shining was at least playing at the drive-in movie theater that they were at. And I was enjoying that part of the movie.
You saw it at a drive-in?
Yeah, oh, no.
In the movie.
Oh, right.
In the movie, when the tornado hits, The Shining is on the screen.
Yeah.
And that's the best part of the movie, is watching The Shining on the drive-in screen that they are at.
Yeah. Never show a clip of a better movie in your movie.
That should be a rule of thumb right there.
They should have had Roadhouse or something on there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that masterpiece. Let's say hi to Jake in Jersey. Jake.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. We're hanging with Judah Friedlander.
Judah, I got a question for you.
What's up, man?
In the wrestler, you were wearing a hockey jersey. There was a Devils jersey, but not a Devils jersey. What, is that a real team?
Yeah, that's it's the Trenton Devils minor league team.
Ooh. Cool jersey.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah, in the original script, they wanted me to be wearing all New York Mets gear.
Really?
And the movie takes place in Jersey. They couldn't get the rights to the Mets jersey. I'm like, it should be a local Jersey team.
Yeah.
Whether it's a local baseball team, local hockey team or something. And then I said, I think you should go for the hockey team because I based my look a little bit on these wrestlers that used to be in ECW called Public Enemy. they would wear the hockey jerseys and stuff. So I kind of based my look on them and some different, old ECW guys and indie wrestler guys. So so that I actually might. What? Yeah, they do. And one of the guys from the team actually contacted me. I might do the coin toss at a Trenton Devils game.
Oh, you should, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
You know where they play?
I think it's in Trenton.
Yeah, come on. Hey, let's start there.
What an ass.
Yeah, very good. Hey, before we let you go, we got to talk about 30 Rock. You guys get picked up for another season?
We did, yeah. We were
That's
picked
awesome.
up for the next season. So
just winning every award out there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So hopefully we'll continue.
How funny is Alec Baldwin?
Dude, he's so funny, man. He's an awesome dude. He loves comedy too. He's not like, because some people don't like you stealing a scene. He's like, he loves. If someone's funny, he loves it. He's a laugher, Some people don't want anyone to take their spotlight. He's the opposite of that, man. He's great.
Is it cool to work with?
Dude, he's the man, It's like...
He leave you any voicemails?
No voicemails. But, no, he's just he's like a man's man. He's just one of those dudes. He's just cool. You like him, He's just a cool guy.
He's really good in, like, what was he in recently?
Glenn Ross.
No.
Oh, he's great in that, man.
The one with Leo DiCaprio.
Oh, not Revolutionary.
No, the older one.
Boring Boulevard? That one? Revolutionary Road?
DiCaprio
Departed.
stinks.
I got bored at the trailer for that movie, Revolutionary Road.
Horrible.
Departed?
Oh, yeah, in The Departed. Yeah, he's
he's good in that.
Police cop. Yeah, no, he's always good, man.
Definitely the man's man kind of a thing.
You also said that you met Sean Penn, and we all jumped on you. We all jumped on you. Was he a dick?
Dude, he was awesome.
And you said he was awesome.
I got to meet Jeff Spicoli, man. It was so cool.
Yeah, why don't you tell him that?
Yeah, why don't you tell him that?
Hey,
no, I didn't.
He won't be awesome anymore, man. Why can't he embrace that? Everything you read about Spicoli and him, he's like, he doesn't even want to acknowledge it.
It's like, dude, you've separated everything you've done since then. You've separated yourself from Spicoli.
Right.
Every step of the way. You are the anti-Spicoli.
At this point.
Like he always, he never seems to be able to come off like on an award show, or something. People come up, they'll make jokes, and I don't mean the teleprompter kind of jokes, like the SAG Awards, things like that. Where you have a little more leeway with effing around with people.
Right.
People get up, make some jokes, and he's just got to be. Harvey Milk was such an inspiration it's like, dude, could you lighten up for a second? Take your shotgun and your boat and go to the Katrina victims. And, like, for a second, this guy can't just, whoa, dude. Just have fun.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. He seemed cool, man. Our table was sitting near the 30 Rock table was kind of near the Milk table. They put every project at like different tables. And then during one of the commercial breaks, we like sort of made eye contact. I came over and like I said hi to him, and then I went with my brother. My brother flew out and he came with me, and I go, hey, is it cool if my brother meet you? And he's like, yeah. So I brought my brother over. Yeah, he was really cool. And then I did this movie called Feast, a horror comedy movie. I may have talked about it on here before. It was the last Project Greenlight movie. Sean Penn's mom was actually in that. Eileen Ryan. She's great. She's like, I don't know. She might be. She was late 70s at the time we were doing it, and. She really cool, funny old lady. And I told Sean that, and he's like, oh yeah. And it turns out Sean went to junior high. He told me he went to junior high school with the director of that movie. And, which I didn't know. And that's how they got her in the movie.
So you were able to keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
No, it was a quick day, but he was very cool, man. He was
I always
cool
like
dude.
to know when the conversation actually ends, where you go, oh my God, I have nothing else for this guy. I'm done.
Yeah, it's usually when someone really famous comes by and starts talking to them, then you're like, okay, I guess I'm out of here. Yeah. Josh Brolin shows up, and you're like, all right,
then it's over.
Gotta go.
You can be the guy in between, like looking at each of them as they continue
I've been that guy a lot.
Oh, that's the worst guy to be.
Guy.
Oh, you're standing there just watching them converse.
Yeah.
Look like you're watching a tennis game. Your head's going back and forth as they talk to each other, and you have nothing to say. Or you go like, yeah.
I'm good at I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm good at that, man.
I met Seinfeld once at the Colin Quinn roast before he got married, and after the festivities, he was on stage. So I walk up and I just go, I got it. I'm not going to talk about Seinfeld. I'm going to go, that movie you did, Comedian, was just amazing. I just got to tell you. And he perked up like, oh wow, thank you. And then
Yeah, then what?
There you go.
I'm just doing the silence, and I just didn't. My mind went blank. I'm like, how do I don't even have a follow up, and then I awkwardly walked off the stage, and I felt my whole body heat up. Like, what a loser you are.
Jerry's an uncomfortable guy because he won't keep it going for you.
Right.
That's
exactly, I think, what I was hoping for.
He likes to see you squirm.
Oh, yeah.
He's just brutally honest. Like he doesn't have any need. He'll talk to you, but he's not going to force a conversation to make you comfortable.
Right.
Dude, Jerry, I love that thing you did. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I think I actually said,
and that's where it stops.
I think I actually said, okay then.
Alrighty.
And just had to awkwardly turn around and.
Well, the Sean Penn meeting I had was good because it was during a commercial break, so I only had a minute to talk to him.
Oh, that's good. When
you got to get back to your seat, so it worked out well that one.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, because sometimes you want to get out of that situation, but you don't know how.
Right.
Yeah, that happens
That's
too.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've told the Dennis Leary thing many times when Dennis was in Boston at a bar, and we were doing an event there. It was an opening. It was what was it?
Comics Come Home.
Comics Come Home.
We were just invited into the VIP area.
And the VIP area. And my friend Adam Ferrara, I've known him for years and years. He's there. He's on Dennis's show.
Rescue Me.
So he goes, he's like, give me a minute. I'll introduce you to Dennis. So I'm like, okay, cool. I go to the bar, and then I'm getting a drink, and Dennis Leary walks right next to me. So I'm just like, I can do this by myself. So I go, Dennis, I'm friends with Adam Ferrara. Just want to say I love the show, and I go to shake his hand. He barely looked at me, put his hand out, and went, yeah, thanks. And then turned his back to me. And everyone was watching. All of my friends were watching.
We watched him walk up to him.
And as I turned away to walk back to all my friends, they looked away real quick and looked at the floor. They didn't want to make eye contact with me. They were so embarrassed for me.
That's like when a comic bombs on stage. None of the other comedians would even look at the guy because it might rub off on you or something like that.
Oh, you don't want that.
You just go away.
See, I love when another comic bombs on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing I love more.
People always, because people always ask me, do you watch other comedians? I'm like, I watch my friends only when they're bombing. Because it's just great.
It's fun. Well, you're not going to bomb at comics. See what I did for you? Because we got to wrap up here. Judah Friedlander from The Wrestler, from 30 Rock, from Chapter 27, Fear, Meet the Parents. What else?
Spring Break Lawyer.
Spring Break Lawyer. What?
What? That's the worst sounding movie I've ever been in.
Yeah,
not the worst movie I've been in, but it is definitely the worst sounding movie I've ever been in.
Starring who?
Brad Rader was the guy that played the Spring Break Lawyer.
Spring Break Lawyer.
Just a great title, man. It was a made-for-MTV movie that was later released on VHS only.
Wow,
and that's in 2000. DVD was around.
Oh, really?
And it was VHS.
That's funny. Judah Friedlander Comics, February 13th and 14th. That's, of course, Valentine's Day weekend.